So here we are, passing a campground that's on the side of Lake Taupo. So it's quite a popular camp down, and even in winter there was people camping here. And look, they have these ones that you can have hire to camp. So, and Lake Taupo is the biggest lake in New Zealand. It drains into the Waikato River. Snow melt comes into this and flows out the Waikato River, which is the longest river in New Zealand, and along that river we have a few dams, and the dams make the hydroelectric power for a lot of places in New Zealand. So this is a huge resource, and Lake Taupo is a trout fishing lake, but because of the blockages on the Waikato River, the trout can't get up to spawn here. So alongside the lake, or not far away from it, we passed it earlier, is a trout farm where the trout hatchery gets the spawn out of female trout and fertilizes it with the male trout, and they breed the trout up into what's called fingerlings, which are about 6 meters long or 12 to 15 centimeters, and they release tens of thousands of them into Lake Taupo. Now those trout grow up, and Lake Taupo has a fishing industry where people come to catch fish. And a lot of people come and they stay at the motels, they bring trailer boats, they fish from the streams that are leaving Lake Taupo or feeding into Lake Taupo. A lot of the snow melt from the mountains comes into Lake Taupo, and there's a lot of streams that feed it, and the trout go into the streams. And we did pass a stream at Turangi where we saw 3 trout fishermen in the river fishing. So it's a big industry, and the government in its wisdom provides funding for, I think the government, maybe it's the tourism board, I'm not sure who provides the funding for the trout hatchery, but they release tens of thousands of trout into Lake Taupo every year, and they keep growing up every year, so there's a continuous supply of trout for the trout fishermen to come and catch. And it's a great tourist industry for Taupo, because people come from all over the world to fish in Lake Taupo for that reason. So there we go. The trees are growing up alongside the lake, but we're getting glimpses of the lake as we go around. And it's very pleasant today. It's a sunny but cloudy, a bit of sunshine, a bit of clouds. There's various places to stay and camp around the lake and the foreshore. There's lots of good walks to do around here. They have cruises on the lake. We are going to stop and have lunch in Taupo. Taupo is a big tourist town. It caters to the tourists, has lots of activities that you can do there, and it's a very enjoyable place to stay. Myself and Christine come and had 4 days in Taupo recently for a Toastmaster conference. We stayed an extra day and explored Taupo, and it is a nice area, right in the middle of the North Island of New Zealand. And there's some shags there. Shags feed on the fish. They obviously get a few of the fingerlings that are released, so not all of them end up being caught by fishermen. Some of them get eaten by the shags, and I would imagine that other creatures may catch and eat some of the other trout. The bigger trout might even eat the little trout. But view of Lake Taupo as we drive along. And we've been following this camper van for about 50 k's, but that's all right. Makes us slow down and look at the view. And I shall speak to you again later, and thank you for watching if you got this far. Great.